Hi everyone, welcome back to primotimes. You know, it's winter time here in Canada, central Canada, and anything can happen. So today it's like 1 degree above freezing, and it was snowing earlier. Now it's sort of misting, raining. It's very odd. At any rate, there's a few things we need to take care of in today's episode, and today's episode is all about you. And without you, there is no me, I guess. I mean, I could post videos, but it's nice when people are actually watching. So, some viewer input and or questions. The first one I'm going to address right now is the sound. Several people have questioned my choice of what I'm doing to make my voice and audio sound better for the videos. And I do have some wireless mics on hand, which is what I'm wearing right now under here. It transmits to a receiver near the camera, and then that plugs into the camera. And it should give me much better audio to you overall. And I do appreciate all the tips and hints and input, and that's what makes this show a little bit more easy to take. The next big question that came through is somebody wanted to know more about the push bar. So my Satina push bar, I bought locally here in Canada, but the Satina company that makes these, I believe they're in Oregon, USA, and they make push bar frames. That's the outer square piece with all the cross pieces. They make those in several different sizes. Then of course they make the mounts and the bolting assemblies to fit onto the ambulance and or your vehicle or any other vehicle. What's the advantage of a push bar or crash bar like this? This is going to help protect the front engine block or your radiator, your fan system, the whole bit, if you're in a collision. These things are not toys. These things are built super strong. You can see how the assembly is very, very, very well built. It's all made of aluminum. Now that's the outer frame pieces. These are all aluminum, the sides, cross pieces. I already put a step tape on here so I can use it to step up if I need to. But it's very, very tough. It only weighs about 90 pounds, so it's not all that heavy. But when Rick and I installed it, it was easy. The instructions were very good. I must say that Satina provided excellent instructions, so that was not a problem. Now the next question is under the hood. So I changed the oil. Now it's about almost 3 weeks ago. I apologize for not getting back to you sooner. But the oil's changed. I added a magnetic drain plug. And I think those are super because any little tiny fragments or metal dust, anything that doesn't get caught by the oil filter will get caught by the magnetic drain plug. And I do think that she has been running better since I did the oil flush. That 5 minutes oil flush scared the bejesus out of me, but I did it and it turned out okay. I think I've actually got much smoother idling and the acceleration is definitely better. So if you are driving a vehicle that is 2 or 3 years old, several years old, or even a used vehicle, you might try looking into doing an engine flush. Ask your mechanic first. But it really has made a difference in the ambulance. I know it has. Now with that in mind, there's something else that someone picked up off the side of the screen when I was doing the oil change. I had the camera sitting right about here and it was pointing in this direction. And on the side of the screen, they could barely see this red label, which says Auto Eject. And the question was, is this like a spy car with ejector seats? No. So what that is, Auto Eject system deals with the power cord connector on the side of the ambulance, right here. So this connector is pretty high tech. What happens is when the paramedics, or even when I get into the ambulance, if I'm plugged into shore power for charging overnight, I simply put the key in the ignition, I turn the key forward, and as soon as it hits the starter power, that power cord takes off. It's out of there. Clear and clean. It's gone. And it's very handy because you could never drive away and pull part of your house with you down the roadway because you forgot to unplug the power cord. It just pops right out. It is truly pretty cool. It's a very handy little thing. All right, so what's the last thing I need to mention to you as the wind picks up here? I do have a little wind cover on here, but at any rate, a pretty cool surprise has come my way. And I'm still battling this chronic prostatitis. It hurts like a bastard, I will tell you honestly. It is not something you want anyone to live with. So what's coming up? Something very special. As you know, I have early morning coffee buddies. We meet around 4:35 a.m. at the local coffee shop and hang out for an hour or so and chit chat. A few of the guys are retired and a few of us are still working and doing other things. So what came up in the last week or so is one of these fellows has a home in Florida and he needs to take some supplies and one of his cars down to Florida to leave. And then he wanted to spend a week or so there. Well, he has invited myself and Rick is the fellow who helped me install the push bar in the ambulance, so he's a cool guy. So it's going to be myself, Dino, and Rick, the three amigos, sort of, on a road trip to Florida. And that's coming up in the next couple of episodes. I hope you'll stay tuned and check everything out. Today's episode was pretty quick. I won't apologize for that because maybe it's less pain for you. I don't know, either way. It's really crappy cold out here and I don't have my gloves on and they're not in my pocket. So I'm going to take a quick scoot and grab a hot tea so I can hold on to that. Thank you, folks. I love you very much. You are awesome. I have just reached 101 subscribers at the time I'm talking to you now. So if you haven't subscribed and you're one of the many who haven't, please touch that subscribe button, tap the like, say hello in the comments, or if you have any questions, suggestions, comments, anything at all, tell me about your dog, your cat. That would be wonderful. And I'll see you next time. I love you very much again. Take care, folks. Enjoy, and Happy New Year. Almost forgot that bit. Can't forget the Happy New Year. Oh, there we go. Let's get the screen. Click. There we go. And into the girl. Oh. Oops, you can tell I had lunch yesterday. There's my lunch bag. All right, let's take a drive.